and address the judge behind closed doors. So when he came out with this gavel to open the case, he said, "Ma'am, do you want this lady to represent you?" I said, "Yes, I do." Without any thought, I said, "Yes, she's the only one I talk with." I said, "Yes, I do." And so he opened the case. She didn't say she didn't want to represent me. And I'm finding out later when he ruled in favor of the school system. I said, "Huh?" And as soon as he ruled in favor of the Temple School System, I immediately stood up. I said, "Sir, I appeal that decision." So he told her she would have to represent me, and reminded her that she worked for him. The judge said that. We heard him. Al was in there. But Al and I had started a newspaper then, the Syntax Motion. Well, I was working on my little doctorate at Baylor, and the dean of the law school, Dr. Angus McSwain, was a dear friend of mine. And I never left that campus without going by Dr. McSwain's office to say hi. So I asked Dr. McSwain if this friend of mine could use the law library. And he said, "Sure, Essie." I said, he and I are fixing to do something for Central Texas. And he said, "Sure, Essie." So Al had access to the law library. So I'd leave class and go by and pick Al up, and we'd come on home. Do you know that Al went to that library, drew up our articles of incorporation that are on file right now in Austin? He and I were not married then. He's a professional photographer that I just met right after they fired me. No,
before.
Yeah, right after.
Before.
You got the Temple before they fired me?
Sure did. I went to that first meeting that you had.
But that was after they fired me.
Oh.
It was June the 2nd.
What year?
1979, 80.
I got that in 1977.
You did? Oh.
Yes, I did.
Maybe so. But I didn't know who this man was.
I didn't know who you were either.
But I went to a little boutique one time shopping for my daughter's wardrobe for the school year. Because she went to this little quote-unquote all-white school, which was where our house was. And I saw all these lights in the back. I said, "What is all that back there, Eddie?" Eddie Joe Duckins is the one who owned the boutique. I said, "What's all that lighting?" He said, "It's the photographer back there." I said, "Really?" Well, my father used to edit a newspaper in North Carolina, so I knew a little bit about lighting and photography and pictures for the paper and so forth. So I went back in and struck up conversation. I said, "Excuse me, sir, do you do professional work?" He said, "Yes, I do." And I said, "Well, would you consider doing something?" Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Even though you
Hello? No, thank you. Goodbye.
Essie, I'm just going to move this.
Do you know
down.
we get, I'll bet you, 50 calls every day?
Oh, that's right.
Honestly, they think because of our Social Security, they can talk us into doing something. I don't pay any attention. Well, I don't pay any attention. But Al Morris and I started a newspaper.